Greetings, true believers, and what a treat this is. I want to share this with my channel. I recently, as of just 2 days ago, was gifted three books. Three books about superheroes, which is a favorite pastime of mine. Reading comic books has been something I've done since I was a child. I haven't really read a lot of comic books as of late, but I'm starting to get into them again. Get into superhero games and superhero stories. Not recent ones, but more so like the old books from the 70s and 80s, even some from the 60s. My mother happened to be at the hospital the other day and they were selling books, and she calls me on the phone and says, "Do you have this one? Do you have this one? Do you have this?" She was actually looking out for me, and I really appreciate and love my mom. That's why I always look out for her as well. She's looking out for me. And the first book that I'm going to show you guys is The Avengers Ultimate Guide New Edition. It's like an encyclopedia of information about all the characters who are past and present that join the Avengers in Marvel Comics. What's cool about this, I want to show you real fast. You see this button that says press? Check this out. When I press it, it glows. It actually lights up. That is so fucking cool, man. I love this. So as you open this book, there is just a plethora of information on the different characters, the founding fathers. You've got Thor, you got the Hulk here. You know, just a lot of information on these characters. So many things to read. I've only read about 20 pages of this book, and this book is really big. It has 215 pages in it. That doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider all the characters you have to read about and all the information, that's really a lot, actually. As you go on the book, you see Iron Man they have here. Let me just turn the page for you here. You've got the Scarlet Witch, her history. You know, this is just an amazing book, and it's great for people who love comic books like me. It's like a dream come true. They even have information on S.H.I.E.L.D. This is Henry Peter Gyrick, who is also involved in the X-Men with the Sentinels. You've got the newer version of Nick Fury right here, Sharon Carter. There is a bunch of information to read. Amazing. And of course, heroes are not complete without a rogues gallery. Rogues gallery being the villains that the Avengers have fought over the years from the 1960s, 70s, 80s to now. Some familiar faces like Taskmaster, Egghead, the Red Skull, the Circus of Crime. There are so many. This is just, I love this book. I can't say it enough. I love my mother for buying it for me. I probably would have picked it up myself had I had the time. But this is definitely a book for any fan of Marvel, especially the Avengers. Now, the Avengers are not my favorite team. The Fantastic Four will always be number one. Number two will be the X-Men. And number three will be the Avengers. But this goes through a lot of stuff that is going on in the comic book. 1960s adventures here. They even have adventures from the 1970s. I mean, there's so much stuff here. Look at all these pictures. Definitely happy with this purchase. My mom got me this. I'm so happy. Love it so much. The next book is the Ultimate Marvel Compact Edition, and this is even further information about just plain old Marvel characters in the Marvel Universe. Information on Doctor Doom, information on Elizabeth Ross, information on the Red Hulk, Rick Jones. Just great stuff here. There's so much great stuff. Spider-Man, one of my very, very favorite heroes of all time. I haven't even read this book yet. I'm just looking at it for the first time with you guys right now. This is the original Nick Fury before they changed him. The Watcher, of course. There are so many things to read. The Avengers, Captain America's Avengers Assemble. You get Spider-Man on the team, Wolverine on the team, the Secret Avengers. Man, this is just great. This is great stuff. Electro over there. This is so cool. There is even a section on everybody's favorite redhead, Mary Jane Watson. Last but not least, Myths and Legends. The origins of Thor, the Eternals, Black Panther, and the Marvel Universe. This is a hardcover. Beautiful artwork inside. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. A lot of story to read here. Let me just turn some of the pages for you so you can see some of the stuff in here. Okay, we've got, I guess this is Black Panther. Bast, I think, is the Panther god. So this is Black Panther stuff right here, which is pretty cool. This is really, really nice. Let me just That's the Panther God right there. Cool stuff, man. Thor versus Hercules in the 1960s when they fought over Jane Foster. Speaking of Jane Foster, she is in this book as well. Cool. And of course, the Eternals. And nobody cares about these fucking people because they're just not great. Their movie wasn't great. They never were great in the comic books. They have nice little costumes and shit like that, but they're not really a great team at all. So yeah, this is cool stuff. My mom picked this up, and you guys can pick this up from Amazon if you guys decide to buy this who are comic book fans. But I just wanted to share it with this channel because I'm about pop culture and other things fun. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video for those who did, and I'm out.